Howdy, folks. If you are feeling overwhelmed or lost during these trying, turbulent times and seeking clarity and support, then it is time to dust off your spiritual compass, because today we will explore how Virgo medicine teaches us discernment, purification, and the divine wisdom of Sophia. This harvest season, we are being called to reflect on what seeds we have planted this year and what has been reaped. What have we contributed to others or to the earth? And also being mindful of what is being stored away for the times that are upon us. More than ever, it is the time for the spiritual preparation. Just as our ancestors gathered and canned food for the winter season, Virgo is asking us, what have we stored in our spiritual reserves? The world is increasingly more chaotic each day, and the best way to prepare for difficult times is to prepare your mind and soul at the spiritual level, to overcome challenges with discernment and cultivate a strength of inner spirit. So think of this as building your spiritual ditty bag or your soul's bug-out bag as you reclaim your inner compass. Anchor yourself in a spiritual practice and gather the wisdom necessary to give you inner strength. My name is April, and I would like to welcome you to Zodiac Sophia. I am here to share with you mystical teachings and stellar wisdom through True Sky Astrology for your spiritual attunement and soul development. So we have the medicine of Virgo here today, teaching us that with loving preparation, clear discernment, and a devoted spiritual practice, we can find ways to inner peace and wholeness. The sun will be in Virgo from September 16th through October 30th, and this constellation is rich with the teachings of the Divine Feminine. In fact, in Notre Dame, which means Our Lady, a group of cathedrals were built in the pattern of the stars of Virgo. This is a direct reflection of the sacredness of the heavens, the earth, and the feminine. This unity of the land with the stars signifies our relationship to the cosmos. The Virgin herself represents the heavenly wisdom, Sophia. Helena Blavatsky, mystic, author, and co-founder of the Theosophical Society, said that Virgo serves as an energetic gateway for bringing forth the divine into matter. Enlightenment involves perfecting the material world rather than escaping it. And the spiritual science of Dr. Rudolf Steiner teaches us that the Virgo-Pisces axis represents Christ's mission. It is Mother Mary who embodied the divine womb to carry Christ, and these mystical teachings are a map to our conscious evolution with cosmic rhythms. Mother Mary was actually born when the sun was in Virgo, and it was her purity that enabled her to receive Christ. This is our calling now to purify ourselves by clearing our mind, body, and heart to cultivate the Christ within, so we can live in Christ's consciousness. In ancient history and today, other feminine deities also shared themes of motherhood, compassion, and wisdom. In Egypt, Isis was the queen of heaven. We also have the Greek Athena, Artemis, Demeter, Hindu Parvati, Aztec Tonantzin, Jewish Shekinah, and Asian Kuan Yin, all divine feminine throughout history. Virgo symbolism is linked deeply to philosophy, philosophie, hence the name Sophia, which is the divine wisdom. And Virgo represents purity, the maiden and the mother, and the process of spirit descending into matter, mother. Her attributes include discernment as well as analysis and perfection. And the alchemical theme here is distillation and purification. This process is necessary to remove any impurities in the body and mind, to be a vessel for divinity, and to refine ourselves for our inner growth and evolution. Virgo is governed by Mercury, the winged messenger. And with Mercury, we can set forth conscious intentions to purify our thoughts as well. It is a mutable sign, and it rules the 6th house in the zodiac, the house of health, habits, and daily routines. Physiological rulership includes the abdominal region, the intestines, and some say the pancreas and the spleen. As you may know, our thoughts also greatly affect our health. So let's contemplate some ways in which we can begin to cultivate a spiritual practice to honor the body and the mind through perhaps meditation, prayer, breathwork, yoga, sound healing, and of course communing with the sun at sunrise and sunset. Virgo is the feminine form of creation that brings the spirit into matter. This is the great work, the inner alchemy. We are the alchemist. We contemplate and activate the divine feminine within. And although I am speaking here about the feminine, this relates to all. Spiritual growth requires recognizing the polarities within. Whether you are a man or a woman, masculine and feminine represent energetic principles within all of creation. So Virgo is also a sign of service. She gives and cares for others. To be of service to others, we want to care for ourselves as we would for others, the golden rule. And here the golden rule corresponds with the law of response. We have here in Aramaic, the original teachings of Jesus, the language. A verse is rendered from the Syriac New Testament, and it says, "Therefore everything that you wish people would do for you, do likewise for them. For this is the law and the prophets." So this is the law of Virgo, the law of response. And also the symbology and the imagery with Virgo is beautiful. In one hand she holds the golden grains nourished by the sun to be harvested for our nourishment, and in the other a branch which represents Christ. And in the Babylonian astrology they saw the Virgin as a figure standing upright, holding the sheaths of wheat in her right hand, with the tip of the sheath touching Spica, and the left hand was reaching back to grab the tail of the lion. So if you practice discernment, a gift of Virgo, and you observe the night skies as they appear, you will see that the sun is moving into the actual constellation of Virgo, which is different from the tropical zodiac. So Virgo represents inner discernment through analysis, purification, and cleansing of the body and mind. I invite you to contemplate the solar alchemy and cosmic law, as Virgo facilitates alignment with your spiritual truth and a conscious striving to know thyself through these studies. So whether it is through contemplation, meditation, or spiritual exercises. And if you are interested more to learn about this Rudolf Steiner fellow that I keep mentioning, I recommend starting with the calendar of the soul. It's daily contemplations based on the seasons for your soul growth. And he also has a book that is good to start off with. It's called How to Know Higher Worlds. And if you want to take a really deep dive, you can go to the Rudolf Steiner archives, because there are thousands and thousands of lectures that he gave. His teachings are called Anthroposophy, and it is a wealth of wisdom for modern spiritual development, which is what is so needed today. And it's based on esoteric Christianity, is not dogmatic. Rudolf Steiner teaches that the basis for spiritual growth is to develop pure individual thinking, to act from moral intuition, and to be motivated solely by love, just as Virgo is calling to us now. So, if this resonates with you, then you can like, subscribe, or comment below. I am sending you all so much love. Thank you for tuning in. Until next time, God bless. May peace be with you. Bye-bye.